baritone ukulele, my friend. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right, that was Steelers Will. Stuck in the middle with you. I don't. I just play to my ability and what feels comfortable to me. So hope you guys enjoy it. This is my way of practicing and a little bit of chit chat in between when I feel like it. I haven't been on in a couple months. Had a total knee replacement and I'm recovering from it. So hopefully you guys like Creedence Clearwater Revival. How about have you ever seen the rain? Thank you, my friend. Creedence Clearwater Revival. Have you ever seen the rain? I remember being 5, 6 years old and having an old tape recorder that ran off batteries and a mixtape of Creedence Clearwater Revival's greatest hits that I used to sing along to. And my mom was always playing them in the house. I've loved them all my life, that's for sure. How about another Creedence? The only other Creedence I know right now, Bad Moon Rising. Hope you guys are doing good tonight. Purple Haze, how you doing, dude? Thank you guys so much. Damn right, dude. Bad Moon's rising tonight, man. Don't turn on the news, that's for sure. It's bound to take your life. Purple Haze, I hope you're doing good, my friend. This is the first time I've been on live in probably 2 months, man. Yeah, dude, I had my total knee replacement, and I'm pain-wise, I am feeling rough, man. Clayton, hello there, dude. Hello to everybody else, too. Elijah, thank you. If I pronounce any of your names wrong, forgive me. I can't see the screen that well from where it is. Yeah, I got a total knee replacement, dude, and pain-wise, I am feeling it, man. I'm I'm a little over 3 weeks in, and I'm still in intense pain. But the good news is my mobility is returning, so I'm going to definitely be walking a lot better and a lot more stable. But yeah, I am definitely feeling the pain aspect of it. Let's see, guys. How about some Hank Williams? I'm always in the mood for that. So here's Hey Good Looking by Hank Williams. Oh, hold on, guys. Clayton, happy birthday, dude. I had a great day, man. I really did. Happy birthday, man. How old are you? Nice. Oh, that sucks, dude. Sorry I don't sing. And that's for the better of all of us. All right. Purple Haze, man. Good to see you, dude. Good to see all of you, man. Feels good to be back on live. I thought it was going to feel awkward at first. I really did. Here's Well, can't really see it through my jeans, but my knee is swollen pretty dang bad. That's for sure. But we're gonna make it through, man. We're on the road to recovery. All right, let's see what else we got in the bag of songs here. How about some Bob Dylan? Mama, take this back from me. Well, I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. It feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Thank you, Clinton. Hope it's nice and cool where you guys are. It's cool here outside. Really nice. Our apartment is humid as heck. I know that. I don't know any Michael Jackson at the moment, man. Billie Jean would be a cool one to learn. I just lost complete track of what I was doing on that song. So how come nobody is saying anything? Oh, dude, cooler here, but our summer's basically. Yeah, our summer is almost over here. In fact, we have a little bit of rain coming our way in either tomorrow night or the next night. And once rain hits here, we'll start getting a little more in the next few weeks. And then once it sets in, we'll have 5, 6, sometimes 7 months of straight rain with just a day or two of clear, well, not even clear, but overcast days without rain sprinkled in, maybe a couple clear days. I've been working on an Alice in Chains song, Nutshell, and I'm not even close to getting it right yet. Like a bare bones skeleton version of it. That's for sure. Bad storm at my house, man. I wish it would storm here, but I'm working on it. Like I said. Like I I said, I don't quite got the rhythm down, and it's a little tricky because he uses a lot of melody in that song. Hailing right on, dude. Uh, like I said, in transcribing it over to baritone ukulele, I haven't quite got it yet, but we're working on it. So, man, I'm running out of ideas already. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've done this. Thank you, Clayton. It's quite a compliment. Said I'm not very focused tonight, guys. But see, Purple Haze. What have you been up to, dude? You just hanging out this summer? What's going on with you? It's been a long time since we've talked. Right on, dude. Thank you, Don. Hope I pronounced that right. I'm kind of sloppy tonight, getting back into the groove of playing live in front of people. I'm going to run back through a couple that I messed up on the first couple times. How about some Steelers Will? Hopefully you guys haven't already been. Practice more. I've been slacking, lol. Dude, me too. I've been slacking a lot. The knee surgery kind of set me back, and that's not an excuse. The biggest reason is I just haven't picked it up and played around with it. Let me tune my last two strings. I've got Diaria strings on here, and they don't like to stay in tune. Hey, Clayton, you have a good day, dude. Please come back and see us. All right, well, that's not going to work. So, how about some Steelers Will? Dawn. Purple Haze plays guitar here. Right above you, Purple Haze plays guitar, keyboard, dude. Hell, we could have a band here, guys. That'd be really cool to have like a jam session and all this work on a song together someday. Dawn, that's really wonderful that you play. I just started baritone ukulele. Would have been back in February when my wife and son got it for me for my birthday. Before that, I played concert ukulele for a year. And I played guitar for off and on my whole life, but I was never all that good at it, just enough to get by. Haha, right on, Clayton. But yeah, Don, stick with it, man. Music is very therapeutic, man. Without music, I probably wouldn't be here. Ah, dude, Purple Haze, you're multi-talented then because I can't play drums, man. That takes a lot of energy and a lot of rhythm, man. Um, Steve, we're gonna go over a Creedence song again because I messed up the first time, so we're gonna go through it again. Have you ever seen the rain? Damn right, Don. You know how you get to Carnegie Hall, Purple Haze? Practice. Dang right. Um, Don, you're right. Music is the universal language. Dang right. Right on, Clayton. Well, you keep going to school and you keep working towards music, man. Do your thing. Yeah, dude, it's hard to practice every day. But I try, that's for sure. Well, 1 second. All right, hold on. There we go. Um, but yeah, music is the universal language. I could play something. Dude, I love the Allman Brothers. I need to learn some Allman Brothers. But Don, I feel like I could play something on my ukulele, send it to somebody in Spain or Africa or anywhere, and without speaking the same language, they could feel my emotion and send something back, and I would be able to feel theirs. Like I said, it's the universal language that brings us together. That's right. amazing slide players that ever walked the planet. Oh, dude, me too. I went through and re-sleeved about 50 of mine a while back. Actually, hold on. I'll show you my record collection from afar. Um, there's most of it right there. I've got a lot more than that, but a lot of them are coverless and just the sleeves, but it's still in really good condition. Hold on, and I'll show you the stereo system that I'm working with right now. Now you're talking. Hold on, Purple Haze. These are 1970s JBL speakers right there. Right now, I've got my Audio Technica record player hooked up. It's like 2025. 5-disc CD player, 1970s Pioneer receiver there. It frickin' rocks, dude. And like I said, the JBL speakers right there. There's more of my record collection. Like I said, I have a lot coverless that I bought. That they're in great condition. Just no covers. Some more, some 45, some box sets. And then, like I said, I got probably a whole crate full in the bedroom, if not a crate and a half full, that I need to re-sleeve as well. Yeah, Dawn, 100%. Yeah, man, I totally need a lot more sleeves to re-sleeve a lot of mine. But yeah, records are the way to go. Yes, my receiver is my amp too. It's very powerful, very powerful. It pushes the speakers. So like I said, CD player, record player. I've got a tape deck and an equalizer. I just don't have room to hook it up right now, but I plan on it. And I also have a couple. I got a pair of 1970s Pioneer like coffee table looking speakers that are 360s. I've never hooked them up. The guy I bought the stereo from that restored it all for me and put in the blue LED lights. He said that they don't push a lot of, they don't have a lot of power behind them, but they have a nice warm sound. And I can't blast it in here anyway because of I have neighbors, but I don't blast it anyway. I like to have it at a comfortable level where it sounds good. And then my tape deck and my equalizer is also Pioneer and goes with the set. And then I have another set of Pioneer speakers besides the coffee table ones. I have a pair of big black front ones in there that I believe are 1980s. So yeah, it's like seasonal. I can change them out whenever I want. And all right, guys. Um, Speaking of records, Purple Haze, I got this new album called Pompeii, the Lost Sessions or the Secret Sessions, and it's got the drummer and Leslie West, the guitarist from Mountain, Todd Rundgren, Eric Clapton, Ian Hunter, and a few other John Sebastian, a few other notable musicians. and they got together, and it wasn't a jam session or anything like that. It was an actual album that they wrote together, mastered together, and the studio decided they weren't going to release it due to contractual obligations with a couple of the guys, and they just now released it this last year. And I'm telling you, dude, it is an amazing album. They do a cover of Waylon Jennings' "Ride Me Down Easy," which is originally written by Billy Joe Shaver and was on the Waylon album Honky Tonk Heroes, but they do an amazing pop rock version of it. But I highly suggest the album if you see it anywhere, dude. I got that, a new 10 Years After album, some new Hendrix. I got the new Led Zeppelin live EP, which they just released from the 70s. It's great too. I love Queen, dude. Oh man, that's hard. Too many genres to name, man. I love the Isley Brothers, Jimi Hendrix. I love country like Charlie Crockett, Waylon Jennings. I love the Beach Boys, the Beatles. 10 Years After. Oh man, too many to name. I love the Rolling Stones, man. The Rolling Stones are probably my favorite rock band. Oh, dude, that's a killer setup. Yeah. Heck yeah, dude. Tube preamps are where it's at, man. It's just finding the tubes for them, which I'm sure that you can order them nowadays. But yeah, I also like heavy metal. I love Ozzy Osbourne, Twisted Sister, Motley Crue, Poison. I love punk, the New York Dolls, which is pre-punk. Um, they were the predecessors for glam metal. Which, speaking of which, I love Hanoi Rocks too. But I love punk, The Fear, Angry Samoans, Sex Pistols, Ramones, Green Day, Rancid. Dude, I'm into so many artists. I love Jose Feliciano. I know I'm saying that wrong. I love The Doors. Dude, I could go on and on and on. Dude, I have. I just watched that for the first time the other day, and yes, that is a beautiful performance, man. And when I saw this bunch of musicians out there, they're all great musicians, but I thought, oh man, that's a weird mix of musicians. But no, dude, they pulled it off completely. Dang, and Prince's guitar work, holy moly, man. He was such a talented musician, man. Of, of course, Purple Rain is a killer album. In fact, I need to add a copy of that to my collection if I don't believe I have a copy of it. I believe I have 1999 in my collection. But yeah, Prince was fantastic during that performance. Have you ever seen the 19, it was either 94 or 95 MTV Music Awards performance of Tom Petty's Last Dance with Mary Jane? The guitar solo and bridge that he does live during that is off the hook. Oh, dude, I've been listening to Ozzy since I was 14 or 15, and I'm 47 now, and it broke my heart the day he died. It really did. His albums, Blizzard of Oz, Diary of a Madman, No Rest for the Wicked, No More Tears. I have a picture disc from Record Store Day, limited edition in my collection. Yeah, that was heartbreaking. Of course, I'm a Sabbath fan. Dude, for real. Yeah, I cried a little too, not gonna lie. That was really bad, really awful. I guess we knew it was gonna happen someday, but at the same time, I kind of figured Ozzy would live forever. Dude, he was there for so many generations, the 70s generation, the 80s generation. I discovered him in the 90s. I was a teenager in, whoa, 92, 93. Was when I discovered him, and right before No More Tears came out, or right after No More Tears came out. And yeah, he's been there, and then he was there for the generation after us. Oh, definitely, dude. Yeah, yeah, his health was really bad. That's for sure. Oh, Don, guitar wise, or Adam, whoever asked, it was Don. Yes. Guitar wise, Joe Pass, the jazz musician. If you never heard him, I swear he's one of the greatest musicians to ever walk the earth. Back to the Ozzy thing, Purple Haze. What's one of your favorite Ozzy albums? Right now, I'm stuck on the Ultimate Sin. During Ozzy's glam period during the '80s. Jakey Lee played on that. Um, I'm into Rush's 2112 album. I really enjoyed that a lot. I love the song Tom Sawyer. There's another Rush album, the one with the owl on the front, I believe. Hopefully, I got that right. I can't remember the name. My wife bought it for me a while back. I'm not a huge fan of theirs, but I've just started to kind of dig into them. Don, you mentioned Queen earlier. I love Queen. I've got some early Queen in my collection. Oh, dude, that'd be quite a lineup, man. The Guess Who is very underrated, dude. American Woman, what a song. Especially their live performance of it. Rolling Stones, in my opinion, is the greatest rock and roll band ever as far as pure rock and roll goes. I'm a huge fan and collector of their stuff. I've got the majority of their 70s stuff. I'm still looking for a couple of the albums from that era. And then I got to start collecting the 80s and 90s era. Yeah, wow, I was shocked by that too that he went right afterwards. It was his way of sticking around to say goodbye to all of us. It's like Arthur Killer Kane of the New York Dolls. He spent his whole life after they broke up regretting it and self-destructing and then finding redemption himself and fixing himself and then finally reunited with the remaining members, collapsed on stage during their last reunion show and then died at the hospital. So I think with a lot of and Tiny Tim died performing too. But yeah, I think a lot of them just have to say goodbye, and I'd rather go out playing music too. Ozzy is definitely, yeah, he was a funny dude. I had a great sense of humor, and he was an inspiration at all. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Adam Lambert thing, but Paul Rogers did a thing with Queen, and I'm a Freddie Mercury guy. I like the original Queen, but Paul Rogers of Bad Company and Free did a really decent job. He's a heck of a vocalist. Uh, Joe is a heck of a player too. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath is an awesome album. Right right now, yeah, I like the Ronnie James Dio era too. Right now, my favorite Sabbath album is the collection "We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll," which is a collection of songs from their early albums. And honestly, I believe "Sabotage" is very, very underrated. "Sabotage" is a hell of an album. "Hole in the Sky," that song is killer, dude. Let me see. What else was I gonna mention that I'm into? Man, I the Beatles. I'm into too much music. That's my problem. Is I'm all over the place with music. I'm into everything except for new rap and stuff like that. I just don't get it. It's the glorification of violence in it. I don't get. I like the Grateful Dead too. Diary of a Madman, man. Randy Rhoads' guitar work on that is fantastic, man. And No Rest for the Wicked, which was Zach Wild's first album with them. And that's when Ozzy started using keyboards and synths. He was before of Jakey Lee, but during that album it was really heavy, and I thought it was great. And then they moved into a new direction with Zach. Zach has a unique guitar style, that's for sure. Um, I love Zach as a guitarist. He's an amazing guitarist, but the squealing guitar thing would be cool if he didn't do it every 3 seconds. But at the same time, I'm not talking trash because he is a great guitarist and I respect the heck out of him. Another Spoken the Will by Black Label Society. I didn't ever get heavily into them, Zach's other band, but I do love that song. Also, Zach is in a cover band, a tribute band to Ozzy or to Black Sabbath called Zach Sabbath, and he sounds like Ozzy on vocals. It makes you wonder how often live he took over the vocals and helped Ozzy with them, especially in the later years. One thing I don't like about the um, whole Ozzy mythology and thing is that a lot of fans glorize his addiction and and stuff during his career. Which honestly, during the 1970s and 80s, he was heavily, self-destructive with drugs and alcohol. But then after that, he cleaned up in the 90s and stayed clean and sober the rest of his life. And no, and he didn't damage himself completely with drugs like everybody likes to say. It was Parkinson's he was suffering from. Yes, Megalomania, I believe, was on Sabotage, but dang, what an album! Paranoid was quite an album too, man. Planet Caravan's one of my favorite songs. It's probably my favorite Sabbath song besides Hole in the Sky. Man, it's a lot of fun talking music with you guys. Yes, dude, I love the Grateful Dead. I've got their greatest hits collection and a rarities collection in my records. Jerry Garcia's solo album, Shady Grove. If you haven't heard it, it's all folk. With him and David Grisham, I suggest you check it out. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. Dude, we sold our souls for rock and roll. Dude, it's one of my favorite album collections of all frickin' time. It's the first time I ever heard Sabbath. As I got We Sold Our Souls for Rock and Roll Volume One on CD at a bargain bin, and I had never heard Sabbath before, and it stuck with me from that moment on. My life was never the same. Dang right, Purple Haze. Me too, man. Yeah, I love the Dead. They were true troubadours, man. Music preservationalists. That's why they did so many covers of old rock and roll and blues and country and folk, along with their own stuff. And they created such a great atmosphere for kids and families and just people wanting to have fun. Their shows were always safe and yeah, great. Oh, dude, their first few albums were freaking amazing, man. American Beauty. Like I said, I've got their greatest hits in my collection. That's a must-have too. But their greatest hits does not do them justice. It's good for the topical fan and to get you into the Dead, but really, American Beauty, Working Man's Dead, things like that. Absorb the whole album. They were a jam band, and they also they also let people tape and film their shows. In fact, had a section at every one of their shows where fans were invited to share their music, which Metallica and other bands could take a lesson from that. Music should be shared. Dude, yeah, Jimmy Page is a hell of a guitarist, man. He's actually the guitarist that made me want to be a guitarist. Led Zeppelin 2 is a great album. I just got Led Zeppelin Live, the new 4 or 5 song EP, gifted to me, and it sounds pretty good. Collection of songs from the 70s, of course. Unfortunately, when John Bonham died, that was the end of the band. Speaking of Jimmy Page, he had a hell of a solo album, Outrider, which it was more corporate hard rock of the late '80s, early '90s. But for some reason, that album resonates with me, and I freaking love it. It's one of my favorites. I have number four and the live album I was telling you about in my collection, but that's it. I need a copy of Led Zeppelin too. Oh, dude, yeah. The original Dead lineup was where it's at, especially when Pigpen was alive, and their entire original band was together. Also from that era, and who used to tour with the Dead a lot, Jefferson Airplane, Grace Slick. That's great stuff. I hope I got that right. Grace Slick, or is it Grace Joe? Grace Slick, I'm sure of it. But yeah, that's a great band too. Man, what an era. Janis Joplin, Big Brother and the Holding Company. Great band too. All right, guys. I hate to do this to you, but it's time for me to put some ice on my knee and get it elevated because I'm supposed to have it elevated every hour on the hour, and I have not been doing it, and the swelling's up. Dude, I love Nirvana. My favorite is In Utero, and Bleach is my personal favorite. Bleach is freaking amazing, and In Utero is amazing. Nevermind was great for its time, but I don't think it represents Nirvana that well. Dude, for real. Um, the Dead would play different every time they played, man. They just start jamming and go. Yes, Dead is better live than anything else. Like I said, they just start jamming and go wherever the music took them every night. Um, and wow, what kind of band can do that? And sounded great doing it. All right, guys, I'm going to have to bounce off here. Please hit subscribe and like if you haven't so we can hang out again, guys. I really had a great time doing this. Heck, I had a better time talking music than playing tonight. That's for sure. Rick Derringer, check him out, and the Edgar Winter Band. Purple Haze, if you haven't heard them. Don, Adam, you too. I'm sure most of you have probably heard them, but check him out. Great stuff. Johnny Winter, hell of a blues player. All right, man. Take care of yourselves, because if you don't take care of yourselves, you're no good to each other. Self care is important. Purple Haze, damn right. Rick Derringer is one of the greatest ever. He also wrote the Hulk Hogan theme song and discovered and made and pushed Weird Al into mainstream. So, and take care of each other, man, because we're all we got, and this is an ugly world right now, man. Spread love, man. Unity, man. Inclusion, diversity, unity, equality, man. Everybody stick together. You too, man. Keep on trucking, man. I'll see you all super soon, man.